We're on, yeah.
Oh, hi, everybody. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah, I'm used to the music playing still. So,
Tell me
yeah.
about it.
Okay. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. We have my name is Yaa'S Russell, and we have on here also the owner of this page and our famous author, best-selling author, right? That's how we say
Amazon
it.
International best-selling
Amazon
author.
international best-selling author, and she's an inspiration to me. I can't say for the rest, but I know she's been an inspiration to a whole lot of people.
Oh,
So yeah, and so today I'd like to introduce you to her, and then also to let you know that today is Kids Financial 101. We're going to talk about teaching our kids about finances. So, Auntie, I'll let you tell us what this page is all about, and we'll get into it.
okay. Just give me a second and let me find my. So, as Ya was saying, on Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner, we have our Saturday Facebook Lives. So, we've come to you with different topics, and we've been doing this since 2020 when my first book came out. And more recently, I think it's been over the last month and a half or 2 months, we've been doing topics on diaspora living.
Right, right.
And so, diaspora living, we've touched on so many aspects. It's in terms of how you support your children in the diaspora, because
Mm-hmm.
we came from somewhere to come and live a life here. And if we continue to live those same lifestyles, our children don't benefit. So, what in the system can we use to help our children to push forward? And so, the very last topic that our dear sister Eunice had recommended, that we left out a piece, financial freedom. So last week she was on this platform to talk about that. And so today we are going to go into financial literacy 101 for kids. So that is our Saturday lives. We do all kinds of topics.
Yeah.
As well, during the week, we have beauty lessons with your favorite auntie, which is moi. I
Yes.
take topics from my, what do you call it? The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, and I talk about it. And then there's also Own It with your own ornithologist and Queen of Own It from the book Own It. As well, I do Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets. There's also Pearls of Wisdom. It's based on the Word of God. I do um, anywhere from a 6 minute to 16-minute talk on uh, topics from the Bible, which impact our real life, because I can't do it in, it will be a disconnect to come and just talk the word of God and not apply it to real life. And a word with you is just a verse that I take from the Bible, and I do a less than 1 minute clip and talk about it. It's just nuggets that you take with you for your day. Whatever you pick out of what I say is what will bless you for that day, I suppose. And last but not the least, Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. So book publishing. Look, we all have stories.
Mm-hmm.
There's people whose stories are buried deep inside them, and they are so busy or they are too afraid to step forth. We have ghostwriting services. The Academy, Own It Academy, will write your story for you. Or if you want to publish your book, we can guide you through the process for you to publish your book. So as well, there's also life coaching and women empowerment. So contact Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. I have since I'm talking about it now, I will put it on the screen, but then I'm sure that during the program too, I will bring it up again. Okay, so you can contact Own It Academy on Messenger, Tobra, or by email at ownitbooks@gmail.com. So with that, I'm going to leave you to chat, and then I'll go share to a few groups and we can take it from there.
Okay. All right. Um.
Oh, let's greet some people. Facebook user,
Oh,
hello, is it Pastor P?
looks like it.
Good morning. Yes. And Sister Eunice, she says, wow, that's awesome. Thanks for what you do. Thank
Hi.
you. Thank you so much for last week, too. It was a treat and a
It was
blast.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
as you see, we are continuing the saga. So, feel free to throw in any nuggets, or if you want to jump on quickly and share anything that jumps on you, too, we'll take that.
All right.
So, right now, I'm going to share, as I said. So, yeah,
Okay.
kindly take over.
Yes. I was actually thinking about this series that we're doing, the diaspora living, and my the whole thing I think is based on attitude, and change is the main factor because we're used to living a certain lifestyle, and we we're too comfortable. Well, as human beings, we're comfortable in our comfort zone. That's why it's called the comfort zone. But if we're not ready to move out of that, there's nothing that will change in our lives, and the tradition will continue because we will be passing on whatever it is to the next generation. But if we want to see change, and if we want, we don't want our children to go through what we went through, unless you're so happy with whatever. Hey, long time, Amaju.
I saw Amajo yesterday. She came
Oh,
to pick
well.
up on it.
Oh, I got mine. I got it from
Oh,
Amazon.
wow. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah, yes. So it's more attitudinal, because if we don't change our attitude, it means we'll be just talking and talking and
Mhm.
talking, and you'd listen to all kinds of talks and nothing will change if you don't change your attitude, or you're not ready to change your attitude.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so I just didn't want to touch on the finances until we started. So, well,
Okay.
yeah.
Another Facebook user is greeting us. So, who is who?
Hi.
Hello, welcome. We're just confused. There's
Yes.
another Facebook user. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the first one must be.
Okay.
Anyway,
So, we can start. Yeah.
okay.
Finish sharing.
Okay. Yeah. So today it's what, financial literacy for our kids 101,
Yes.
how to, and we'll start by talking about what we're used to, what the background is for most of us from where we come from. Um from I don't know when I started handling money, because if you're seen with money, it was like a bad thing when I was a kid.
Mm.
Yeah, because it made you feel like you've stolen it, or I don't know what the idea behind it was, but we're not supposed to be holding money. And when I go to school, like some kids will have money to buy food, but you always have your lunch box because you're not allowed to handle money.
That about with your lunchbox. I
Oh
totally
my
relate.
God. And then when there's a visitor, oh, the second one is Pastor P. So the first one wasn't Pastor P.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Pastor P.
Hello.
Yeah, and then when there was a visitor and they gave you money, you have to hand it over. Like if you if you keep it or you want to keep it, you're dead. Like
Mhm.
yes, so you have to hand it over immediately. I mean, you don't wait. So um money experience, I'm not sure when I started. I think that would be tertiary,
Mhm.
because, or no, I think, yeah, secondary school, because
A little
we're
bit
allowed to take a bit of pocket
pocket
money
money.
and then
Mhm.
you give it to your house mistress, and then it was like a bank. Now that I think about it, it was like a bank, because on canteen days you write, it's like writing out a check or something. You write out how much you want to take from the um house mistress, and then they give it to you and you know your
Mhm.
balance and all that. But it didn't really register back then because yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So we were taught to feel like money was, if you like money, you're evil. And Auntie, yeah, please add on to that part.
For myself, it's the same experience. It's like any money. All I know is the rituals around money. When somebody gave you money, you had to go thank them. What do you call it? The next, you always midas, the typical equiapim behavior. My mom was an equiapim, so as for me, what I grew up with is that, and now that there are even phones, if somebody does something for you, the next day you are to call them
Yeah.
and say thank you. So when people don't do that, I'm like, okay, what
It's
happened?
weird.
But it's different. It's different upbringings, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's like the upbringing that we had, it was kind of like openi akola, adult child.
All
So
that.
every time somebody was managing you, somebody was controlling you because you don't expand your mind to think the adult is taking care of it.
Right.
So I remember one time even I needed money for deodorant, maybe I don't know, early teens, and then my mom was asking me all kinds of questions, and I looked at her and I said, "Oh, it's okay." I walked away. I don't know, I don't know
True,
what
true.
happened or how I got it because I don't like. I'm like, okay, if you give it to me, give it to me now. Some
Yeah.
PE, you know. So it's just all the form of the control. Like myself too, it's like okay, secondary school, they'll give you a little pocket money and that.
Mm-hmm.
And then tertiary, you're on your own. So, of course, your
Right.
money is in your hand. You have to manage it. But if
Correct.
I'm sitting here, if I'm to tell you that anybody ever consciously spoke to me or told me this is how you manage money, this is what you do, whether be it in family circumstances or school circumstances, I would say nil.
No.
Like where we are now in the diaspora, I remember my daughters. There's life skills, some courses they call it calm and whatever. But when you hear of it, you don't really take it serious
Right.
because children just want to go and do their science, and I need to do AP this and that to
Mm-hmm.
pass. And so for me right now, knowing what I know, I'm saying that if you have a child right now in the system, look at some of those things, especially
Yeah.
anything to do with financial literacy, because
Right.
we grew up ignorantly and we don't know how to manage our money. Or, I mean, if I'm to speak for myself, but it's
Well,
broadly it's across
yeah.
the board. Anything to do with money, people don't take it too serious. And I'd add to that another thing that I think, and this is my opinion, is a problem for us is because of our upbringing, our Christian or faith upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us have bought into the concept of money is evil until we do this ahobrase humility thing. So if you have money, it's a bad thing. So you watch how they talk about rich people. Maybe they
Right.
went to somewhere to get the money. They
Yeah.
don't realize that money comes through hard work. That's how you get success. You work with your own hands and you make money. So they are telling you this is evil, this is evil. And what has happened to us? We've grown up with this
Mm.
poverty mindset.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a humble person. Oh, I'm this. But then, it's like, oh, Krama Hobrasi, I'm humble, I'm this. What have we become? We become beggars. Right now, when something happens, people think people have to come and save them. Give me
Yeah.
this, give me that, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
if you are taught, it's something we have to talk about, teach, not
Yeah.
even just talk. We have to teach it.
Teach.
So,
Yeah.
yes. So this is why we're saying that financial literacy. So I put the banner up, but yeah, this is what I was saying. So 101 for children. So this is why is it important to teach children financial literacy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we have to?
Well, just like I was saying with my story, when I went to tertiary, I don't think I managed my money very well because I
Hmm.
was always out of money, no
Yeah.
matter what I was
Chop
given.
it, chop
Like,
it.
yeah, I it was hard for me to manage my money properly, so I could stretch it and whatever. Like savings was never part
Talked
of
about.
my habits. Yeah, I never really, even when I worked in the bank, it was it was still not something that I did. It was just not something that I did. And but
Sorry,
I
I'm just. Mhm.
oh, Optimus commented.
They only use it for collection, and we used to buy a lewa or black and white toffee with it.
uh,
Hello, Sister Adra. Welcome, welcome.
hello. Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, because um financial literacy, it's it's a habitual thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just learn it for learning's sake. It's something you
Mm-hmm.
do. It's something you practice. So if we start off children as young as like when they can comprehend,
Mm-hmm.
not I would say maybe two even.
Yes.
We start talking about it, but just at the level of the teaching won't be as you would talk to your teenager about it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things that you do with the little ones that might be different from what you do with
Old,
the
older
teenagers,
ones.
yes, the older ones.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's a habit that we have to put into our kids so that it becomes a part of them. It
Part of
becomes
them.
easy. Yeah, it wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
like they're actually working on something. It flows,
Mm-hmm.
it becomes part of life for them.
So when you said habit, I was kind of thinking like it's like a skill that we have to acquire
Yeah,
because we are going through life. There's different things that we, skills that we're supposed to have, and
yeah,
financial skill, have acquiring that skill of managing, learning how to manage money is something that you have to do. So it's like you're creating healthy money habits for your kids, right?
yeah,
And
right.
it is, you have to shape their values, their thinking and feelings about money. It's
Mm-hmm.
not like something that they are not separate from money. It's part of life.
Yes,
So you have to bring them into that experience, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah. And then it helps them with their development. Like if you start to talk to a child earlier about money, you see they'll come to you with questions. Even when you're walking
Yeah,
around shopping, they'll say, "Oh, this," it creates a
yeah,
conversation type thing.
yeah,
And so um and also teaching them about money helps them to acquire financial skills to achieve financial success later in life. So it's so important. Yeah. Ajua. Children can learn from our past money experiences. That is a big one. Yes.
yes, yes. The ways, yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, as you
And
were
that was
talking, sorry, carry on.
no, no. We were saying our past money experience, and I'll say it was
Yes.
the number one on how to,
Yes.
yeah. So
Use your
we'll
experience
delve
to
into
teach your
that.
kids.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you were talking about teaching kids at a different stages, I my source, like I saw I think it's by TD Bank.
Hmm.
When I Googled, I saw something, they broke it into age appropriate activities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That's
like when you are age 3 to 6, for example,
mm,
you get a piggy bank or something, a clear jar that they can see, and they
yeah,
start to put coins in it, and you teach them, how to identify maybe this is a dime, this is a nickel, or this
yeah,
is a dollar, or this is, what have you. So those
right.
are simple things. And you explain to them that, oh, when I'm going to buy this, this is what I need to pay for it. This is how much it
Hmm.
costs to. Just those simple explanations, right?
Yeah, right,
Mhm.
right,
And then for the 7 to 8 year olds, they said, well, teach them simple, basic things like savings. Okay, here's your jar, you put your money in it. So
right,
maybe if they got $5 for the week or $2, you give it to them. And
right,
then they make decisions, you talk to them, like things like, oh, what do you want to do with your money? What are you doing for your birthday? Think like simple
right.
conversations, or
Hmm.
even like they say all kinds of things. I mean, I couldn't put it all in. They said this is the age that you introduce the concept of pay yourself first. Remember what Tima was talking about it. So even if say
Yes,
the child gets $10, the $2 is for them, and then maybe $2 they said it's important to teach kids about giving. So $2 is for giving,
yeah,
and then the rest is something that they are saving. Look at us. I remember I saw Joe on, she made a comment on Mandy's platform yesterday about volunteering. When you go volunteer with people for volunteer, you learn things, you talk to people, and you get information too. That's
that's
network,
true.
like it's a form of networking, right?
Yeah, it is.
And I
Yeah.
was laughing and saying, "Wow, people volunteer power." So
Mm.
in this, I'm linking it to what I'm saying here, that you have to teach them about giving, that you are in life, there's people who have needs, and you have to have that, you have to be charitable. We are not taught that because
Yeah.
I think it's the poverty thing. So we come and we're just fighting for ourselves. Me,
Take
I'm
it.
hey, I'm not somebody who used to go and volunteer. But like I said, when the Fort McMurray situation came up,
Yeah.
my daughters took me to go and volunteer. And then they used to volunteer at Kids Cottage pre-COVID. I've
Mm,
told you before.
yeah.
It's not something that I would voluntarily get up and go and do, but they have that mindset
Right.
because they are raised here.
Right.
You know, we need to teach the concept of there's a life, there's stuff going on outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, and then when they talk about the 9 to 12 year olds, it's more like, okay, you recommend their first account, you go and open an account for them, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
you can play guessing games about cost of items with them. Like, okay, oh, how much do you think a fridge costs? Or your whatever, your gadget, the microwave, things like that, right?
Right.
Before you go shopping. And even they said like you can train them to when they have their money, so they are going to the store, you give them the money that, okay, you said you're going to get this, so you take it. You know how you take kids to the store, I want my candy, I want my whatever.
Yes.
They take the money and they
Your
pay
own
for it.
money.
You
Mm-hmm.
are introducing them to, kind of responsibilities, yeah. So, and then we need to talk to them about savings, like especially when they said you get to the 13 to 15 year olds, you talk
Mm-hmm.
about, okay, what do you do with money in the future, right?
Right.
Or even if your kid is getting towards the college appropriate age, they need to get into the concept, or they have to get a part-time job to work. And yeah, so
Yes.
those are some of the tips. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
let you go.
Okay. So I have down here that you have to examine your own habits with money because they are watching. Yeah. If you're just yeah, if you're just buying, like we always say here that children learn by watching more than
Mhm,
even what you oh my god, Ajua.
mhm.
I had to anyway.
My
Anyway,
boys and their one with Looney. Yeah. Mhm,
yes, yes, that's also part of it. So yeah, our habits, let's change our habits first and then
mhm,
um we can teach them. And then the second one was to give them allowances and you let them make their own decisions like what they were
value.
going to do with
Mhm,
it. And
mhm,
then it will give you the opportunity, as Auntie Yaa'S said, to teach them or to suggest how they can also use it.
mhm,
Let's say you give a kid $10 and they say they are going to buy candy with all of it. That's an
mhm,
opportunity for
mhm,
you to teach them that you have to keep some, and that uh, and that is planning purchases with them.
mhm.
And as Amajo said, you make them earn it. You make them work for it. When they are little, they can it can be as simple as making their own bed
Mhm,
for the week, the whole week, and then you give them um, something. And I saw somewhere a suggestion for what allowance to give them. They said it's 50 cents to $1 per
mhm,
year, the age.
mhm,
Yeah. So that's the ratio that
mhm.
we
Wow.
use to calculate it as
Mhm,
well. Yeah. And then yeah, because it's better they make the mistakes now with a
yes.
little money than when they leave and like us or like me, where I made so
Hello.
many mistakes.
Hmm,
And then as they grow older, it said also here that you provide extra income opportunities
mhm.
occasionally, like doing extra to get extra money. It teaches
Yes.
them that the
Mhm,
more you put in, the more you get, or
mhm.
things like that. And then also
Yeah, on that
well,
point, the qualifiers, the more you put in, the more you get. The qualifiers, they should not go and become workaholics.
oh no, yeah.
Work, 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 work for more
Yes,
money. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Yes, you have to think about yourself as well. Your health is
Yeah.
very important. There's because it's sad when you acquire so much wealth and then your health is down. How do you enjoy it then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to teach them that. And that they are also looking at us. Those of
Hmm.
us who have 3, 4 jobs, it's something they are looking at. So if you tell them not to and you're doing it, then
Mhm,
they're not going to listen because
mhm,
that's what they see and that's what naturally they will do. And then they also suggested for the older kids to start practicing credit. So
mm,
you are the bank and you give them credit and then you negotiate the terms with them. Let's say
mhm,
they want to buy something maybe bigger than what their allowance can afford. You can start practicing giving them credit,
mhm.
and then it will give you the opportunity to explain how credit cards work and how to build your
Oh,
credit and all that. Yeah.
oh
So
boy.
yeah, it is and then another very important point is that you should plan things with them, like
Yes.
or let them see you planning, like example family vacations where it's going
Mhm,
to be huge sums of money, how you
mhm,
plan it so they know what
mhm.
goes into planning
Yes.
for things like that, and
Mhm.
they would learn a lot if you involve them. But
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going to read Pastor P's comment. She says, all credit of my life goes to my awesome and wonderful dad for helping me to become what I am in life. My dad made money available and accessible. He taught us more about the power of money. He didn't hide his money from us.
Good.
Kudos to him.
Good.
Those
Yeah.
are the exceptions. Like, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
people, yeah, because we're so caught up in the openi akola that, the way our
Hmm.
system is that we forget the right lessons to be teaching. We're so much katasum, you're a child. Oh yeah, kola, oh yeah,
Yeah.
kola. So before you realize it, you've grown up and you are still a kola,
Hmm.
because yeah, it's extremely difficult. You can't manage it. So, well, actually, we said I said the title, but I think we had started talking about this already.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
reporting
Yeah.
into that, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's I do have, like, there's another source that I had, and some of them are the same, some are not. Like, we'll go through it after,
Okay.
but I think I'll take a break at this point.
Yeah.
So basically, what we are saying here are just some recommendations, some tips you can also do. You can build from it, or you can do your own research, or maybe you're already doing it. Like
Yeah.
we said, we are not financial experts by any means. That's the disclaimer. But this is an important topic. Like, it needs to be said. Don't allow your child to bless all the good daddies. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
you probably have a Apple phone is changing things, or whatever they call it. It's changing things on you. So yes, basically you have to improvise, right?
Exactly.
Figure out how, you know your child, and you know what your child can handle. So
Mm-hmm.
then um, you have to, what do you call it, teach them at the level at which they are, that they can understand you and they can learn. The
Yeah.
important thing here is that we're trying to teach, so help them to do that. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll read this here and I'll go on commercial. Some kids today are different. You can't let them have access to your money like my dad did. My daughter have access to my money and my bank account, as well as her dad's business account, because she's a young business advisor to business owners in America. She's very good with money management. That's awesome.
Oh,
Good
you
for
have
her.
to
Yeah.
know.
Now that she has
Have
to
to
know,
know your
because
kid. Yeah.
yes. Oh, I'm so
And
thirsty. Give me a
what?
second.
Yeah. As
Mm-hmm.
you were saying that you know your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It gave me an idea. You know, this game Monopoly is also an opportunity
Oh
for,
yes.
yeah, because for the creative minds that will stick better
Yeah.
as
And I,
well. Yeah.
yeah, Monopoly. No, we played some. So look at us.
No, no, it's not just the plane. If
Yeah,
you use it as a
the idea
teaching
is a
tool, right?
teaching tool. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, we're just playing for play's sake, and
yeah. As you know.
mm,
Okay, so we're going to go on commercials. Where are we? So, basically, well, yeah, you can start. You can talk about your
Yes.
your business?
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I am into natural health and beauty, and
Mhm.
I have a YouTube channel. It's Yaa'S Russell. You can look it up and go. YouTube is what follow,
Mhm.
subscribe, right?
Subscribe, yes.
Subscribe and you and you watch my videos and all
Mhm.
my on all social media platforms. My handle is Russell Hint. So yeah, just go check
Cool.
it out. Yeah.
Great, great. And so at the beginning of the program, we talked about all these things that we do on Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. So if you missed that, you can go back and take a listen. But I'm just trying to get the books up here. Are they all together? Oh, here, yes. So my books, Reflection for a Thirsty Soul, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, Refreshing for My Weary Soul, and also Own It, you can get on Amazon.
Yeah.
These two, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart and Refreshing for My Weary Soul, are also on Barnes and Nobles. These are good read books full of inspiration. Right
Okay.
now, the topics that we're doing are on Own It. So you have to own your own financial literacy, money management skills, and that. So again, go to Amazon, contribute, support us by purchasing these books. Right. Next, we go to and who's next? It's hard to find things on here. So Sister Jodo does a program on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern called Abrabo Munsem, just different topics of things that are going on, different discussions, and it's very educative. Do join her. As well on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. She has a marriage program with Reverend Samuel Okoso from Ghana. It's a very insightful program. They share a wealth of information about relationships and everything under the sun. Make it a point to join them today.
Yeah.
Also, the Dreamers and Visionary Coaching Program with the beautiful and sassy, intelligent pastor Patience Edwards comes on Sundays, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. A lot of the topics that we've been talking about here, sometimes there's things we've grown up with or habits that are not helping us make progress in life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, say, oh, yeah, by dream bar or somebody who's a forward thinker, you tell yourself or ask yourself, what can I do to be better?
Yeah.
Sometimes it means going for coaching. Dreamers and Visionaries, it's a free coaching program. But you know, the problem with us is we don't like to invest in ourselves. Even when something is free, we may not even make the time to go listen. For me, I've benefited from this program. It's helped me a lot. And yes, there's coaching too that I've paid for. I'm willing to do that and I have
Mm-hmm.
done it. And a lot of us will sit and say, oh, what really? But think of what, since we're talking about money, let me go there. There's opportunity cost. If you do this, you don't do that. So if you are spending all your money on clothes or Gucci bags, then you won't have money to spend to get better up here. It's a mindset thing. So to me, coaching, sometimes you need a coaching or you find a mentor. A mentor can be somebody that you watch from afar and learn from. Yes. As well too, Pastor P is deals with ASEA redox. ASEA redox, I can't explain all the health benefits of it, but it's to do with signaling molecules in the body. Like it makes you healthy. I've taken the product before and there's so many testimonies that have come out about it. So if you need more information, please contact her. Also, um, most of us, if we chrome for we send money back home, yes,
Mm-hmm.
to our relatives. And so if you're looking for an efficient, fast, quick method, use the tap send. Pastor P is a proud tap send champion.
Okay.
yes, contact her for details because there's a code. Her code is Lady P. So you can contact her, DM her for more information on how to use her code. So that's what I'm bringing up today.
Nice.
Yes. So I think that is it for the commercials for now. And let's see. Oh gosh,
There are a
there's
lot of
quite a
comments. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I was looking at it.
Okay. So again, okay, it's just let me see. I'm going to go back and talk about share what we do again. That was the comment. So on Auntie Yaa'S book corner on Saturdays, we do the live as you see us right now. We've been talking about diaspora living and financial. The financial literacy is the last piece on diaspora living. As well, we do beauty lessons with your favorite auntie, which is more. You see these videos during the week. There's Own It with your own ornithologist and Queen of Own It from the Own It book. Then there's Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets, which are just nuggets on wisdom, things to do with our own life experiences. Like, for example, you think of, okay, beauty. Is beauty everything? You come and talk about it, just anything that we can relate to. Then there's Pearls of Wisdom, that is from the Word of God. I do a 6 to 10 minute or maybe sometimes 16, I think is the longest, about a topic from the Word of God. My main thing why I do that is, to my mind, my opinion, we worship God, but the word that we hear, we're not really applying it to our lives. There's a disconnect. So me, I just come and I share my thoughts and my insights. A word with you is also based on the word of God. It's a clip under 1 minute based on a Bible, based on a verse from the Bible. The most recent one I did was, arise, shine, for your light has come. Isaiah 61. You are hiding in the shadows, but your light has come. So who are you looking at? You're afraid of people, so you won't do anything. Time is ticking by, you're going to die, and then you wouldn't have accomplished anything. Last but not the least, Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. We provide book publishing services. Do you have a story you want to tell? Contact us. We will write the story for you. Or if you want to publish, you have written the story, but you need guidance, we can walk you through the publishing process. DM me, contact us. Again, that phone here it is. Okay. Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. Okay, contact me on Messenger, Yafoda Atobra, or by email, ownitbooks@gmail.com. Thank you. So let's continue with the comments. Oh, there's quite a few. Okay, where do I start? Okay, from Pastor Peace. Priscilla Ochem. Oh, hello, welcome. Okay, she says, I love your discussions. Please, I'm in Ghana. Can I give my 10-year-old, 5-year-old some money if they help me in doing household chores? Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That, because they are earning money. A lot of times what we're doing is in one of the things that I found in my research, they said don't be giving money to children because they are entitled to it. They are earning it. So by doing
Right.
chores, you're on the right track. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Sister Adjoa says, Sister, yeah, do you remember last week when Chris Cross Mason shared a friend's dilemma regarding a deadbeat father who's using God's word to curse his own child? How pathetic are some people? Shaking my head. Exactly. You see, the thing is, if you are not there for the child, and then all of a sudden the child has become successful, you come up and it's a it's a problem. And then, oh my gosh, no one wants to play Monopoly with my daughter because she's always winning.
Come as you, Pastor P's daughter.
And then some greetings, everyone. Facebook
Hi.
user. Okay.
Oh,
I think we have 3 Facebook
would love
users
to
now.
know who you are, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody is that Pastor? Own it.
Go.
Oh, yes, and tell them to save it. And Sister Gifty, hello. She says, great program. Thank you. And Ajua says, to put my 2 cents in Obapa Ya Priscillochem, you can use this opportunity to teach the money management and budgeting. It's never too early to teach better coping skills to our children. How to earn money and not expect everything for free. It also builds their confidence. Okay. And then she says, thank you very much and God bless you for the promo, author Bakope. You are welcome, sis. And then Obapa gift in here, much love to you. Yeah, Chiao. God bless you, Auntie Yaa'S, you Facebook user. And beauty without functioning brain to me is nothing. Yeah. I have a piece. I think it's in Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. It's Beauty and Brains, the book of
Yes.
Esther. Oh, hello,
Oh,
Bishop. Welcome,
Bishop.
welcome. He said it's very important for us to educate our kids about financial freedom. Oh, thank you. Those of us who are in financial bondage. Yeah, so let's continue and then we can wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
So the second set of solutions or tips that I got came from Ramsey's Solutions. If you've heard of
Is it
Dave
Dave
Ramsey.
Ramsey? Yep.
Yes, oh, he is he is the bomb financial
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, he has a lot of insights.
Yeah. So I talked about using the clear jar before, like,
Mm-hmm.
for your kids so that
The
they can
kids.
see the money inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said also, set an example because money habits are formed by age 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the child sees you guys going for dinner and using plastic every time,
Every time.
every time, or arguing about money, that's what they are seeing, that's what they are learning. Yeah. And also it says show them that stuff costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Take money out of the jar and make them pay for their own things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It impacts them more than a lecture, is what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
always the
It's
example. You
true.
can say, you can talk and talk and talk, but monkey see, monkey do, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then show this, what I talked about was for the preschool, kindergarten people. So when you come to elementary, middle school, show them opportunity cost. If you
Mm-hmm.
buy this, you can't buy that. So you are teaching them to weigh decisions and outcomes. So
Yep.
the child comes whining and crying, I need this, blah, blah, blah. But you said you want that too. This money is for that. Some of them, they'll throw tantrums, and some parents, they give in.
Oh, please.
They give in. There's parents who are just buying things for their kids willy-nilly. Oh, they want this. If you are letting your child get used to such a high standard of living right now, when they can't cope in the future, what are you going to do about it? Anyway,
I
so
think
also,
what I've seen is
Mhm.
that most of the time is those who didn't really have anything, they feel they have to overcompensate, They become
Mhm.
more psychological than anything.
Yeah, please repeat that. I got distracted.
I was saying that those who like buy stuff, like keep buying
Mhm.
anything and everything for their children, most of the time it's those who had nothing at all and they want to
Yes,
overcompensate.
yes,
It becomes more psychological, and we need to, you know, when we say psychological, everybody thinks it's madness or craziness or things like that. But there are a lot of things that has happened to us that we have to offload. So
yeah. But yeah, what you're saying is so true. Thanks for repeating yourself.
mm,
It's so true because the luggage and the jacho that we're carrying,
yeah,
and then we're offloading to our kids. We're doing these things supposedly we
yeah,
think we're doing it through love, but it's not for their benefit, but they don't know
exactly.
that. And then
Yeah,
they grow up and then they're also going to suffer those consequences.
yeah.
So Bishop says, my son is 10 and I've asked to save from his pocket money I give him, and for a year he has 20 euros. So this program is
200,
important. Oh, cool. More,
200 actually.
yeah.
Wow.
Tony Richie. My bad late and so me jina mu den den den. Okay, Tony, you have to go and watch from the beginning. Facebook user, hey, which one is this? I love your sense of humor. Oh, thank you. Say,
It
Tony just say
actually
ha ha
does.
ha, thank you. Dear I kind of ha ha ha, thank you.
Mm,
Also, so to continue, it says give commissions, not allowances. So pays commissions based on chores.
chores. Yeah.
It's a concept of money is earned and not
Hmm.
just given to them.
Yeah.
And of course, the comment that he makes is avoid impulse buying.
Hey, that's one.
I went to Walmart one day and I'm looking through, I got what I need. I'm looking through hair products. I'm going on, so oh, get out of here. You don't need any
Yeah,
hair
you
products.
have to
Yeah,
talk to yourself. It's hard,
yeah,
eh? You
yeah,
have to.
yeah. And I mentioned earlier on to the importance of giving, like
Yeah.
charity, church, or someone who has a need.
Mm-hmm.
So they learn lessons from this. Teach them contentment. They'll come to you, so and so has this, so I have to. No, you have
You're
to
not
tell
so and
yourself,
so. Yeah.
yes, be happy.
Be happy with what you
In
have.
in in um in Britain, they wear the uniform. Where when I went to London in the past years and years
Mm.
ago, I'll see them and I'll just smile and say, "Oh, school uniform for just like us, right?"
Yeah.
But when you come to Canada and North America, back to school time is a stressful time, and the rich kids and the fashion. So I always wonder about what happens to the poor kids.
Yeah.
These kinds of things. But so if
Yeah.
you're able to teach your child that, look, this is who you are. I don't have millions, but I've clothed you. You look decent enough. Be happy with yourself. Don't put up with anybody. It's all about the confidence that you build in your child.
Yes.
Otherwise, they'll not be happy. And then they'll always, I want this, I want that. Tomorrow is this, tomorrow is that.
Yeah.
Because of discontentment, even now we have parents paying for kids to go and have jobs done. Yeah. So that's how far it can go. Also, teach them responsibility of a bank account. We talked about that before.
Right.
Savings for college, summer job, etc., to
Mm-hmm.
contribute towards their college fund. In fact, he even goes as far, I think somewhere he says that you don't need to, something about not going to the fancy schools, but you could go to the state college, or I forget how he framed it, so I can't quote it
Oh.
appropriately. And he says stay clear of student loans, but that one is yeah, Crawford, yeah, for us is debatable, but hey, anyway. Mhm. And then teach them the danger of credit cards, like you were saying. You have to, yeah,
Yeah.
get them on a simple budget, make a plan for their money, and also teaching them about investing. I think you were talking about that, and help
Yeah.
them to make money, like to become an entrepreneur. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they have ideas. These days, the world has changed.
It
It's
has.
not our time that we all have to go and become lawyers, doctors, and when you are choosing your subjects, your mother is busy stepping on your toe, law, law, law.
Forcing you to, oh my Lord. And it might not even be your calling. Then,
Like I say, maybe I want to be a baker, but you say
yeah.
I should go and be a doctor. Mhm.
Gosh. Yeah.
So yeah, do you have anything else to add?
Yes.
Because
The job thing on the
mhm,
other extreme end, where our people feel like if you let your kid work, it's like it's beneath them, or you're
mhm,
kind of lowering, because I have nieces and nephews who didn't have to work, but they were made to work just part
mhm,
time.
mhm,
And they would, when they got their paycheck, they looked at it and said, is this what it is? And it was so little for them
mhm,
that they said, and they're still in school, they're in the university, so they said,
mhm.
oh, I better study hard and not do this kind of work,
Exactly. Yeah.
it teaches them a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not all about what
Hmm.
people think. And
No.
also this idea of Christmas time, I think we should also let the little ones buy something for their siblings and with their pocket money.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much it is, it doesn't have to be
Hmm.
anything big, but we should practice that. So it's not like Christmas time is for receiving only, but you give as
Hmm.
well.
Give.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even you can take them to a charity to go and work,
Charity.
do
Yeah,
something,
like
something even like
education, something.
or the Christmas charities that we have in Edmonton, like buying a toy with them and
Mm-hmm.
taking it to the Operation Christmas, whatever. I forget the name, but
Santa, it's
6:30
called
church,
something. Yeah, yeah.
Santa's Anonymous things and all
That's
that. Yeah,
anonymous. Yeah.
yeah. Teach them the concept of giving.
Yeah.
So basically,
So yeah,
so
that's
today
about.
we've been here talking about financial literacy for children, and we've talked about some of the tips that you can help them from. We talked about tips for 3 to 6 year olds, 7 to 12, and teenagers. Like my two girls, for example, they had jobs when they were in high school. You had to work, earn your money. And I've always told you that story about how, Adra was buying expensive things, and then when she started earning her own money, she says, "Oh no, I'm not going to do this." I'm like, "Good,
Okay.
that's your lesson right there." Like even her now, sometimes she go and buy something, and she goes, "No, mom, stop! So and so has it. This is too expensive." And I look at her, I'm like, "Huh?" So,
Mhm.
so Tony says some parents will say, "Oh, you know how to speak in public without panicking, so you can be a teacher or a pastor." Because almost kasapa, but you know the kind of dreams you have been having. Oh, okay. So yeah. So like we said, we qualified it and said we are not financial experts, but this is an important lesson to
Yeah.
um, an important thing to talk about. So we've come
Mhm.
on here. You may have your own ideas, but certainly build on it. And if you have kids who are still in the school system, especially when the junior high, going to senior high, look at some of those courses that you don't pay attention to, the life skills, anything to do with financial, get them engaged in it. Hello, Miss Sage. Welcome.
Hi.
So yeah, it's been a lot. We've done what we can, and we hope that you've picked something from it, or we've given you some nuggets to work with.
Mhm.
So if anybody would like to call in, certainly we'll give you the opportunity. But otherwise, we will wrap up and call it a day. Going once, going twice, three times. Okay. All right. So yeah,
Well,
you can close us out.
oh, okay. So I guess is this this is the end of the diaspora
Yes.
living then?
Yes, series. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we're ending the diaspora living series with this financial this one is the kids financial 101. Last week we did for the adults. So if you haven't
Mhm,
watched the video, you can go back and watch for the adults.
mhm,
Today we did for the kids, and I think what we should not forget, and it's very important first and foremost, is our attitude or habits with
mhm,
our finances or with money, because our relationship with money will is what they will take on, and not necessarily what we tell them. And if we practice these things, it is very important that our kids know about it. And we also talked about how we did not get that and how it affected us, and all the bad decisions that we made in life previously before. And
mhm,
if we can avoid that, or we can avoid our kids going through that by
mhm,
taking them through all these steps, and I mean, not steps, but pick and choose. You know your kid, you know what they can retain, and
mhm,
there are different activities that Auntie Ya mentioned for the different levels, age groups.
mhm,
So it has to be age appropriate if you
mhm,
want it to be effective too. So we talked about how um, activities to help them save, activities to help them make good money decisions, and also to invest, and then the credit aspect, because credit is a part of our life, and
mhm.
we can't do without it. So
Sean,
yeah,
we see you.
you're in my ear, so he didn't hear you. Would have come back to talk. Yes. So yeah, I guess that's all I have.
Mhm.
Wrapping up
Yes.
my side. Yeah. So Auntie, back to you.
Thank you. So Sister Eunice says, Sister Eunice was our guest last week. If you went on last week, she says, anyone who needs more information, don't hesitate to reach out to me in my inbox. I
Yeah.
have an ebook to share. We can go from there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I need that ebook too. And the guide, there was some guide that we talked about. Yes. So we have come to the end of the program. Thank you for that summary. Yeah, I hope that everybody got something out of it. Next week, there will be no program. Auntie Ya is on grandma duties. Just kidding. So we'll be back on September 24th.
Yeah.
But do watch this platform. There will be videos coming out every day of the week, and you can enjoy them. If you have any questions or need any help, contact us. We talked about Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. So contact us if you want books published, or you need women empowerment, or you need life coaching. I appreciate you all for being on today. Have a blessed week, a good rest of the day. The weather is going to be hot again today over here. It's been
Oh,
cold. So, yeah. So I'm off to a picnic.
wow. Nice.
The season champions at church. So something always comes up and I'm not able to go. So today I am going. So yeah, thank you. Say hi to Sean.
I will.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. See ya.